Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. I am Professor Prince Marwaha from PG Department of Commerce and Business Management. In this video, we will discuss measure of central tendency and measure of dispersion by using Excel. So here we have the data given to us, the variable is X and we need to calculate maximum value, minimum value, range, mean, median, mode, quartiles, interquartile range, standard deviation and the variance. Let's do it one by one. For the very first part, we will start with the maximum value. Maximum value is the largest value of the given data. To calculate it, we will use the formula is equal to maximum, the short form is max. Let's click on it and the data, select data and enter. You get the maximum value, that is equal to 92. In the same way, you can get minimum value, that will be equal to minimum, that is min. Select the data from the A2 cell to A51 and here let's do it again, is equal to minimum bracket. Let's select the data from A2 to A51 and we get the value, minimum value is 1. The next we need to calculate range. Range is the difference between the highest and the lowest value. That meaning it is the difference between maximum value and the minimum value. So we can do it directly by using equal to, this is the maximum value, select it, minus, then select the minimum value, put enter, you get the range of the series, that is equal to 91. Now the next we will calculate mean. It is also termed as average. Mean, it is the single value within the range of the data that is used to represent all the values in the series. The formula for the mean is quite known to you, that is summation x upon n. We can do it in by two ways. One of the ways we can calculate the sum total, that is equal to sum sum. Let's click on it, select data here and enter. Maybe the data is not collected properly. It's done. The sum total is 2031 and n we know that it is 50 and is 5050. You can calculate the mean here, equal to, formula is summation x upon n, that meaning sum total divided by n, that is 50. So enter, we get the mean value is 40.74. In the same, you can calculate the mean by direct formula from the Excel, that is equal to average and select the cell from A2 to A51 and you get the value, that is 40.74. Both the Excel value or the manual calculation will give you the same answers. So in this way we can easily calculate mean. Now we will calculate median. Median is that value of variable which divides the group into the two equal parts. One part comprising all the values greater and the other values less than the median. When we are doing the manual calculation, so we need to arrange the data into ascending or descending order. But here we don't need anything to make it. We will use the formula equal to median calculated So let's select the data from A2 cell to the A51 as we have 50 data set is given to us. Enter. The median value is 36.5. Now next we will do partition values, that is quartiles. So we have four quartiles with us, Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. Q1 is known as the first quartile, covering 25% of the item. So let's do Q1 is equal to quartile. Here we have, select the data from A2 cell to A51. Whatever the data is with you, you can select that. And comma, here it is showing us quart, that meaning which quartile we want to find. As we want to find quartile 1, so I will substitute 1 over here and the value is 18.25. In the same, you can calculate quartile 3, that is Q3. As Q2 is the same as median, so we need not to find out the Q2 as median is quite with us. So Q3 is called the third or the upper quartile. It covers 75% of items. So we can do it by using is equal to quartile. Let's select it. Then data from A2 cell to the A51. Okay. And we need to find out third quartile. That meaning it is asking us to mark comma and third quartile 3. Enter. The third quartile is 60. The first quartile was 18.25 and the third quartile is 60. We can find out the interquartile range IQR, that is equal to Q3 minus Q1, quartile third minus quartile 1. It is very easy to calculate interquartile range if we know the values of the first and the third quartiles with us. Now the next part we need to go for is mode. Mode is the value that occurs most frequently in the series. In other words, it is the value which has the greatest frequency in the distribution. Is equal to mode. Let's select on it the data from A2 to 51. Here we have, and that's all. You get the value of mode, that is equal to 19. So you have calculated the maximum value, minimum value, range, mean, median, mode, quartiles, interquartile range. Next, we need to calculate standard deviation. Standard deviation is defined as the square root of arithmetic mean of squares of the deviation of the values taken from the mean. It is denoted by the small Greek letter sigma. Standard deviation. It's very easy to find out. As per your books, you are considering the data to be a sample data, population data. So you will use equal to standard deviation. Here we have the second one, STDEV, and we have STDVP. P is refers to the population, S refers to the sample. Standard deviation of population you can calculate, or you can calculate C, that is population calculation TDV from the number 2 A2 cell to the A51 cell and enter. We have 27.04, right? If we want to calculate the standard deviation of sample, that you can do is equal to STDVV. Here we have standard deviation. Then you can select the data same as usual, that is till 51. Enter. It is 27.04. 31809. That meaning if we are referring the given data is a sample data, then you can use STDEV. If the given data is the population data, so you can take the value of STDEV P. P refers to the population over here. If we want to calculate variance, the formula will be equal to variance of given data, that is this one, enter. The value is 746.278. Variance is just the square of our given standard deviation, that is 746.278 is the right one. So in this way we can calculate any of the thing. So I have covered these values that the given question, as per the given questions I have covered this thing, but there is one another shortcut that I want to discuss with you. If you want to calculate the descriptive statistics, we call it as a descriptive statistic because all these are the very basic parts of a statistics, that is maximum, minimum, range, mean, median and mode. So you can click on data here on the very top and then data analysis. You can click here, that is as a descriptive analysis. Here we have a descriptive analysis, click on it. Okay, now it is asking for reference range, sorry, input range. Select the data from the A1 to the A51. The data is all complete with us and it is a column. Of course we will click it, and label, as I have selected the first part as a label where it was referring X, so I'll click on the label. Output range, anywhere I want, like I select the P12, that is sorry, is the input range. You need to be very particular that it should be from A to the A51, and column output range must be shown here. This is whatever, you can click it anywhere. It is very advisable to click parallel to what we have, where we have calculated earlier, and then click summary statistics. Summary statistics refers to everything, that is mean, median, mode, whatever we have already calculated. So click OK, and here you got your values. Let's do it a bit clearer. So you can check that the mean value is 40.74. Yes, of course. Median value is 36.5. Standard deviation is 27.31 as it is collected by the sample data. Variance is 746.278. Range is 91. Maximum and the minimum values are 1 and the 92. Sum is 2037. We calculated here, that is 2037, and the number of term, that is count, is 50. So in other words, why we are using these formulas, because sometimes we don't need all the descriptive statistics, we need just a single value like only mean or the only standard deviation, then we can use that shortcut values, right? Hope it is helpful. Thank you.